The next topic is speech disorder. Stuttering is a disorder of speech characterized by the following features: disturbed fluency and rhythm of speech, intermittent blocking, repetition of words rapidly, prolongation of sound, and associated anxiety or distress. Earlier, stammering and slattering were differentiated on the basis of minor differences. At present, they are thought to be synonymous. The disorder is a fairly common one, affecting 2 to 5% of all children and 0.5 to 1% of all adults. Males are more commonly affected. Next, coming to the treatment of speech disorder in childhood. The treatment is by behavior modification technique like desensitization, biofeedback, and stammer suppressor, and by techniques to diminish anxiety like relaxation therapy, drug therapy, individual or group psychotherapy. After the speech disorder, I am coming to habit disorder. These are stereotype disorder which are intentionally and repetitively produced but serve no constructive or socially acceptable function. The common habit disorder include thumb sucking, nail biting, pulling out of hair, head banging, teeth grinding, picking of nose, biting parts of the body, skin scratching, body rocking, breath holding and swallowing of ear, that is called earophagia. These habits range from normal to abnormal depending on the severity of occurrence and the time of presentation during the developmental period. Many of the habit disorder, particularly those which are self-stimulating in nature, are called as gratification habits and are considered by some as masturbatory equivalents. Also, these habit disorder tend to be commoner in individuals with mental retardation. And the treatment of this type of disorder by behavior modification technique and treatment of underlying psychopathology if present. Next, coming to elective mutism. Elective mutism is characterized by the presence of marked, emotionally determined selectivity in speaking despite the presence of language competence in at least some situation. Typically, it is first manifested in early childhood and is seen more often in girls. It is estimated to be present in 3 to 8 per 10,000 children. It may be associated with temperamental traits involving social anxiety, withdrawal, sensitivity, or resistance. The child is often mute in front of stranger or at school. Other socio-emotional disturbances may also be present. The elective mutism should be differentiated from shyness in normal children, mental retardation, pervasive developmental disorder, expressive language disorder, and conversion disorder. Most cases improve with the passage of time, though some children may require pharmacotherapy or psychosocial management. Next, coming to the other disorder in childhood. The other childhood disorder include the separation anxiety disorder, phobic anxiety disorder, social anxiety disorder of childhood, sibling rivalry disorder, mixed disorder of conduct and emotion, and reactive attachment disorder of childhood. So here I am completing the whole chapter, child psychiatry.